Let's get started with our module 4. In this module, we will be looking at how to repeat the task and automate indefinitely. It is extremely useful for making blocks for games or repeating tasks. We will be looking for and while loop, how to use it in a script, syntax and demo for both loops. We will also learn use of global hotkeys with demo. Now let's get started with the for loop. For loop is used to repeat the code for a specific number of times. This could be a number like 10 or all the items in a list. In Python, we can iterate only over list. For an example, click 10 times on a list of 5 elements. Syntax will be like for each step in range, iterate over the next statement. And when step is out of range, come out of the loop. Now we will look two demos. One will be repeating the task for n number of times. And second example, we will click on each pattern in the list. Now let's modify our calculator automation to understand the for loop better. In this, we will create a script which will add 2 5 times with the use of for loop. Now let's move over to the CycliX IDE. Now in CycliX IDE, first let's open our calculator demo which we have created earlier. So let me open that calculator demo, that is V1, and let's select it. Now copy 3 lines which will be same in our demo also. So let's copy this and paste it here. Now when it will open the calculator, let's wait for the pattern. Let me use the wait function here, and then let's drag a box over this pattern. So it will wait for this pattern to appear on the screen. Now what we need to do is we need to add 2, and then we will use the for loop to add 2 5 more times. So first we need to click on 2. So let's copy this and paste it here and change the wait command to click, and then set the target offset to 2 and then press OK. So the target offset is set to 2. So it will be like first it will wait for the pattern and then it will click on 2. After that we need to repeat the pattern for 5 times. We need to click on plus and then 2 again. So these two actions should be repeated 5 times. So for that let's use the for loop. So here for step in range, open parenthesis, and give the number 5 and then colon. Colon is for indentation. It will tell Cycli to iterate the next statements. So now let's copy this and then let's set the target offset to plus. So go to target offset and let's set target offset to plus. Now we need to click on 2. So let's copy this and paste it again. Here the target offset is 2 only, but let us ensure that yes, it is 2. So press apply and OK. So now move out of the loop and then click on the equal to. So let me paste it again and then let's click on that and go to target offset and click on equal to. Let us ensure that this is the equal sign. It may be possible that this screen will be somewhat blurred. So let's click on here, set the target offset on equal to and press OK. Now let me close the calculator and let's see what happens. Let me run. First let's save it. It's our calculator demo V3. So first let's save it and then let's run. It is clicking calculator, opening the calculator, then it has press 2 plus 2 plus 2. So plus 2 plus 2 will be repeated for 5 times. So the answer would be 12. So 2 and then 5 times addition of another 2. So it will be 12. Now if we want to make this plus 2 faster, this action faster, then we can use the settings environment. We can use the settings class method, that is move mouse delay with capital. Move mouse delay and set it to 1. So it will slow down the action. If you will set it to 0, it will be quick that you will not be able to see the action also. So first let's see with 1 and then we will see by setting it 0. Now first let's see with 1. So let's run it. Calc, then 2. Now then there will be a delay of 1, so it will be slower comparative to the earlier, so that you can see at which time what it is being added and how. Now let's set it to 0, so it would be quicker. So now let's run it, save and run. Let me close it. No problem, it has opened another instance. Let me close the both instance and let's run it again. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So it is so quick that you will not be able to see the movement also. So this is how we can use the classes and their methods. So this is how you can use the for loop in script and use the for loop in coding and repeat the task wherever you require. Now let's see another demo of the for. In for we can iterate over the list. So we will define a list, and in that list we will filter the even numbers and we will print those numbers. So let me define a list variable, that is my list, and let us define a list over here. The list will be like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So in this list, we will filter only the even numbers and we will print those numbers. So let's use the for loop to iterate in this loop. So for element in my list, we will here put the if condition to check whether the element present in the list is even or odd. So to check whether the element is even or odd, we can use the modulo operator. If the modulo we after dividing the number with 2, if we get 0, then it is even, otherwise it is odd. So let's use the modulo operator here. If with if condition, if element modulo 2 equal to 0, then print it. Print the element. So if the modulo by 2, if the number modulo 2 is 0, that means the number is even. So we are printing that number. Otherwise we uh, don't have to take any action. So let us ignore that and let's move over the loop. Now let's run it. Before that, first let's save it. This is our for list demo. So first let's save it and then run it. What it will do is it will iterate over the list, and then in this list it will find out whether the number is even or odd, and if it is even then it will print it. So now let's run it. See, it has printed all the even numbers here. So this is how we can iterate over the list with the use of the for loop. Now let's look at the while loops. The while loop is used for repeating a block of code until a boolean expression is false. So while the expression is true, keep repeating the code. It's pretty simple. Commonly we use while loop with exist function as it returns true or false if image exists. And we will also look global hotkeys, and then after that we will see a demo which will use global hotkey along with the while loop. In global hotkeys, CycliX offers many useful features, and one of them is global hotkey. We can listen for a certain hotkey press to change what our script is doing, or if our automation is running indefinitely and we want to stop that cyclic script. To add the global hotkey, we need to use the environment class. That is environment.add hotkey, and then the key and the modifier and the function to call. So the function to call will be like the function name which will be called once the global hotkey is pressed. So now let's look at the demo which will use the while loop along with the global hotkey. So let's move over to the CycliX IDE. Now in CycliX IDE, in this demo we will use the previously added script. Let me open the calculator demo v3. Here we will use the while demo with the global hotkey. So let me have a space over here to define the hotkey. So in this demo what we are going to do is it will add to until we press one global hotkey which we are going to define here. So it will be like it will add continuously 2 into 2 with 2, and once we click on the global hotkey, once we press that global hotkey, it will stop there and it will give the result. This is what our demo is going to do. So for that, let us define a variable that is running and set as true with T capital. Now from here we are going to a little bit in more advanced programming. So here we will define a function that is like a block of code that will be executed when we will press the hotkey. So let's define a function that is def and define a function, call a name that is run hotkey, and here in parentheses we have to pass the event. This is the same event we are passing to the hotkey binding, so we can use that, but here we are not going to use that event variable. Now here let's use the global running. Here global is used to access the global running variable. So first let's define it like global running, and then let's set it to false with F capital. So it is like it is a block of code, so it will be executed once the global hotkey is pressed, and it will set the running to false. So besides that, it will before pressing the hotkey it will be true, but after pressing the hotkey it will be false. So let's define a hotkey here. So to define the hotkey we will use the environment class and then add hotkey with H and K capital. H and K capital. Here the key will be, let us say, F2, and then modifier will be control. So when we will press control with F2, it will stop the code. So control will be in capital, and then when we will press control with F2, it will call this function which we have defined here. So we have to mention this function name here. Now let us use the while function. So let's remove this and use the while function, that while exists, and let us copy this image. While this calculator exists on the screen, we want to press on plus and then 2, and we also have to add the condition that is running. So it will be like when the calculator appears on the screen and the running is true. Until then, it will run this two statements. So these two statements will be executed until the running is true and calculator is open. So once we will press the hotkey, it will set the running to false, and this condition will be false, and it will stop executing to these two statements, and then it will press on equal sign. So this is how we can loop until we press some key. So now let's run this. First let's save as while demo, and now let's run it. I think key should be smaller. So let's run it again. Save and run. App should be in capital. On this, like sickly is case sensitive, so we have to ensure about this capitalization, that in every key it should be capital, it should not be in small. So let's run it. Save and run. It is opening the calculator. Then it is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So it will add 2 indefinite times until we press Ctrl plus F2. So now let me press the Ctrl plus F2, and it has stopped executing, and we got the result, that is 20. So this is how when we have pressed Ctrl F2, it has called this function, that is run hotkey, and then it has make the running to false. So when the running is false, this loop condition has um, resulted in false, and it has stopped executing these two statements, and then it has executed by clicking on equal sign. So this is how we can use the while loop and global hotkey in our code. So now let's move forward to the final notes. So just final notes to keep in mind and watch out for. Make sure your loop has a way to stop. Getting stuck in infinite loop with Sickly can be painful, as it has control over your mouse and sometimes your keyboard also. Try to avoid it with things like a hotkey, like in our previous example we have used, and also using the exist function on a window. Also, if there is a lots of visual changing, remember to use wait or exist to be certain on the things you want to click is actually visible. So that's all for this module.